Although there are many love stories having to do with a prince and a princess, this story is most unusual because this princess lives in a kingdom far beneath the sea. Her father is the Merman King, and her mother, the queen of all those beautiful and mystic beings known as mermaids. And our young mermaid princess is about to celebrate a very important birthday.
Oh, I can hardly wait. You'll most likely be disappointed. What would make you say that?
She's been there. And now because you have come of age, you will have a chance to find out for yourself what it's like in the upper world.
It'll be wonderful. I'll get to breathe real air and see pretty moonbeams and beautiful beaches and everything, right?
Mm-hmm. And you will soon tire of it. Now then, blow on the candles and wish for a safe journey.
All right.
And so, like her sisters before her, it was now the littlest mermaid's turn to venture up into the great beyond.
Goodbye, everybody. Wish me luck.
You won't need luck, my dear, as long as you remember not to make contact with those strange people who walk on their back legs.
Mother, don't worry. I won't.
However, the queen could not help but be concerned. She knew the dangers and temptations of the upper world. All the little mermaid knew was that her heart was pounding with joy and anticipation as she raced towards the ocean surface.
Wow. The sky. It's so big, beautiful, bright. There are more stars than I even imagined. Huh? What's that?
The sudden display of fireworks above the large sailing vessel frightened the Little Mermaid, but her curiosity proved greater than her fear. She had never seen such beautiful patterns and colors. She could sense they signified some important occasion.
What could they be celebrating? I have to find out.
As if called by destiny, the Little Mermaid approached the giant ship. Her instinct had been correct, only this was no ordinary celebration.
Prince Jonathan, my men and I salute you, sir, and would drink to your health on your 18th birthday.
Thank you, Captain.
He's the most handsome creature I've ever seen. My prince.
But the prince was never to know he had captured the heart of the Little Mermaid. Suddenly, the sky erupted with lightning. Jonathan knew it could mean disaster, but the Little Mermaid was so captivated by her prince that she did not even notice it at first. And in the blink of an eye, a mighty storm was unleashed. Torrents of rain poured down, and the sea was whipped into a frenzy by violent winds, sending mountainous waves crashing towards the ship.
All right, men, back down and be quick about it!
But the storm raged relentless, continuing to pound the ship as if it were a small toy. The captain and his crew could do nothing but try to hold on for their lives.
The lifeboats, abandon! Abandon!
It was too late. The huge waves covered the entire ship, forcing it and its passengers down into the ocean depths. But it was not Jonathan's fate to drown at sea, for the Little Mermaid had not lost sight of him. Valiantly, she pulled him to the surface and bravely faced the angry wind and rain and raging sea. On and on she swam, carrying her prince at her side, until at last she reached calm water and the safety of the shore.
I may never have another chance to tell him. I love you.
I won't be very long, Father. I must look for Prince Jonathan's ship.
Goodbye.
Oh, Jonathan! Jonathan, thank God you're safe. We heard news that there had been a terrible storm at sea. I was so afraid that you would be lost with your ship. Are you all right? Prince Jonathan?
Yes. Only because I had the good fortune of your finding me. My ship is lost, and all of my men with it.
Oh, all of them?
I'm afraid so.
Come, let me help you back to the palace. Thank heaven at least you have survived, my prince.
Sad and still weak from exhaustion, Jonathan gratefully accepted Elizabeth's help, while the Little Mermaid was left with nothing to do but watch as they disappeared from view, arm in arm.
I must stay near my prince. I do not think I could ever leave him now.
Long into the night, the Little Mermaid kept her vigil, never once taking her eyes off the young prince, whose life she had saved, and whose heart she would give anything to win. But his was a sad heart. He still grieved deeply over the tragic loss of his men.
I'm certain I could make him happy once again and gain his love. But then I know what I must do.
And so the Little Mermaid hopefully returned to the deepest regions of the sea to strike a bargain with the only one she knew who could help her, the evil sea witch.
I will gladly give you my potion, child. However, I will take your voice. That is the price you must pay if you want to win your prince and be one of them.
Yes, Sea Witch, but how will I tell my prince of my feelings for him without a voice? And will I gain a human soul?
Yes, provided you can manage to gain the prince's love for you above all others, you will have the soul of a human being. But you will have to do it without a voice. Is that understood?
Yes.
Then take the potion and be gone. But remember, once you drink it, you will never more be able to return to the sea. If you do, you will die.
Her decision made and her bargain struck, there would be no turning back for the Little Mermaid.
Please, you must wake up now. I found you there near the water's edge on the beach. Someone once saved my life in much the same manner. I'm Prince Jonathan. What's your name? Don't be afraid. You can tell me. Go on. Well, I think you should come with me to the palace.
And so it seemed the Little Mermaid's dream was to come true. The prince's sister had even given her a beautiful gown to wear.
And this is the grand ballroom. If you want to dance, be my guest.
Dancing? I don't know if I can.
She's so beautiful and so graceful. May I, miss? If you'll allow me.
And the Little Mermaid's heart was filled with joy as the prince took her in his arms and they waltzed across the floor.
Very good. You may not be able to speak, but you dance beautifully, my lovely and secretive young girl from the sea.
I see that our guest has recovered, Jonathan.
Let me introduce you. This is my wife, Elizabeth. Elizabeth was my fiancée and the one I told you about who saved my life when I was washed ashore after a terrible storm at sea. We have since married and are leaving tomorrow on a voyage to celebrate our wedding. Don't you think the young girl should sail with us, Elizabeth?
Yes, I think it would do her good.
Huh?
Now all is truly lost, for he has chosen another, and I shall neither gain his love nor a soul.
Nor could she ever again return to the sea. The Little Mermaid was truly more alone than she had ever been in her life.
Speak to us, sister. The sea witch has returned your voice. Why have you come here?
We want you to be with us where you belong, and we've made a bargain with the sea witch to allow you to come back.
But in return, you must take the life of your prince.
He's wed another girl so he can never be yours. Please come back to us, oh please.
You will never have the soul of a human, so your feelings do not matter any longer.
Here. The sea witch has shown you her good faith by giving you back your voice. Take the dagger. Kill the prince so that you may once again become one of us.
You may not have another opportunity. It's his life in return for yours.
And so, with dagger in hand, the Little Mermaid slowly opened the door to the prince's quarters and approached the bed where he lay fast asleep. The moon was bright and full, lighting up the entire cabin as the Little Mermaid stood poised, the dagger held high above her head, ready to strike the deadly blow. But his face was so peaceful, so innocent. Try as she might, she could not force her arm to move. This was the same face that had so thoroughly captured her heart, the same young man who had been so kind and gentle toward her. Once again she tried to summon strength, but she could not kill this young man who was still her prince, for she loved him more than her own life. And now, even in the depth of her despair, the Little Mermaid knew that she had made the right decision. She had remained true to herself and to her love.
I only hope that someday my prince may come to realize how very much I really loved him.
The glittering moonbeams dancing across the ocean's surface seemed to call out to her. The sea itself was beckoning her to return. But she was no longer a mermaid, and the sea was no longer her friend. Deeper and deeper she went, the life slowly draining from her fragile body, the pressure from the ocean's depth now too great for her. Suddenly, as if by a miracle, fate came to her rescue, just as she had come to the rescue of the young prince. She was encased in a large bubble and carried aloft to the ocean's surface by two guardian angels. The very source of life, the creator of all beings, was not going to allow her act of unselfish love to go unrewarded. She had earned a soul. And as she was lifted ever higher unto the heavens, the little mermaid princess knew she would live on, and that her love would also live on, and that one day she would once more find her prince.